Hi, all of you. When we are talking of all the competitive exams, let me tell you, most of them have the objective type of questions. But there are some exams where they require to be tested both in your written skills as well as in your personal interviews. I just want to emphasize something on the written ability test, and especially now with the forthcoming exams like symbiosis, the SLAT exam, which has got over and all of you are waiting eagerly. Let me tell you, written ability test, WAT. First test which you went through was a multiple choice question, and that tested only your knowledge. Written ability test, WAT, which is called WAT, this is testing your thinking skills. You're going to be lawyers, or you're going to be getting into any management field, any career for that matter. Written skills are important because they want to see how logically you can think, whether you're a confused person, there's a clarity of mind. So these are the important things which they are testing in this. Basically, in this written ability test, there is a time duration, few topics are given. It could be 30 minutes, 500 words, depending on whatever they feel comfortable. And the pattern that follows is 500 words and half an hour. When you see the topics, I always guide the students, 5 minutes should be taken out, especially to focus on the topic. Understand the topic. What do they want you to write? Is it a descriptive one? Is it a debatable one? Is it like give your views, for and against, agree, disagree? These are the things which are very important. When you have these things in front of you, you have a roadmap. You start thinking, all right, now I know which is the topic I'm going to choose. 5 minutes means you organize your points, which begins with some kind of a little introduction, conclusion, and of course the body of the essay would have about 1 or 2 short paragraphs. This is your mind or the roadmap which you set for yourself, and then you move ahead. Something I want to tell you is that whenever you're writing your essay, introduction should be crisp and clear. Don't beat around the bush. Don't deviate from the topic. Especially some of the essays, be very clear whether you have enough knowledge. Credibility is important. Don't put facts here and there where you're not sure about the numbers. Somewhere I also feel don't put too many examples, especially personal examples. They are not fond of stories. They don't want to listen to these stories. They are testing you, your thinking skills, how clearly you can think and logically put your point of view. I also find that some of the students, when they've been writing over the years, I've been watching, that introduction says something and the conclusion goes haywire. So they are not happy about it. So it's a simple thing. They are testing you, and don't get anxious about it, that you have to prepare big essays and have those bombastic language. Flow of the language is very important. Your expression, what you write. Even words, it could be simple words, but don't use colloquial, the slang words. And don't attack. Personal attacks are not welcomed. Somewhere I've also found students coming with, starting with some quote, adding a bit of humor. Well, that's your style of writing. Nobody stops you. But don't be sarcastic. That's very important. Don't criticize. Especially when you're talking of do you agree? How strong are you in your thinking? That's very important when you attempt any debatable essay. We are giving you a lot of topics where you can start practicing. Issues can be social issues, political issues, economic issues, or any other legal issues. They can ask you to write essay on anything. So don't be very this thing that okay, I'll cram up an essay and go and this will come. No, it doesn't work out like that. I remember once Symbiosis had introduced uniform, and I think they are very particular about being a little professional. They asked for students to write, what are your views whether uniforms should be made compulsory in professional courses? One of them, I remember a topic that I'm talking about a long time back. Now, of course, there'll be more topics, and they could be general also. Lawyers are liars. Discuss. Somewhere I remember they asked a question. They asked an essay, write on why lawyers wear black coat or white. What is it? There's a significance to it. There's a story behind it. So somewhere down the line, don't think that you can just impress them by using factual knowledge. If you're good at expression, go ahead and move on with the essay. Why I'm saying about written ability test, because after this they also determine your personal interviews. Luckily, I don't think they would have group discussions, but group discussions are very important in some of the competitive exams. So all these areas where they're testing you, let me tell you, it's a holistic selection. One OMR where you get your marks and you're in, well, that's not the purpose. The purpose of testing you in 3 stages is to get a student who's an verbal, non-verbal, everything. They want a person who can be doing his course in a very, after all, they're looking at you're about 18, 19, whatever age you may be, and taking these exams. They want people who are very clear in their thinking, in their expression. Sometimes I've seen even the personal interviews, you may qualify in the written ability test and you got high scores, but they fail in the personal interviews because they ask probing questions. So that will be a next session. I would not like to go into it. Right now, be relaxed. Some of the topics will be given to you and some information. So I would look at it that it's an online, you're not giving an offline exam. So your handwriting is analyzed. Some of the exams earlier, students had to go to the center and write that. So your handwriting is also a mirror of your personality. So you're lucky, it's an online exam, so you can, but don't tell lies. They can catch you. And don't put kind of your emotional, keep that aside, please. These are very important because they are asking you something in your essay and you are bringing your emotions in it. They are not interested. Emotions, stories, and all these kind of little bit of things which I notice get the student down in the final analysis of the results which they do. Okay, thank you so much. I'll be seeing you later on for the personal interviews, and we'll also have some topics given to you, some kind of little information, the subjective part of it, so you can elaborate the points. That's why I said setting a roadmap, a mind, the mind map which is there, which says, all right, these are the points I'm going to elaborate, introduction, conclusion.